Howdy folks, welcome back to Shallow Pocket Shakers. Here we got the camera out from the picnic table, and there's some after this, going to be on another video after this one. And I don't know the time periods on any of these videos for sure, but because this camera I found that I didn't have turned on, I think, or else the batteries were dead in it again, or maybe a combination of both. But I did get the batteries changed and the card put back in and checked. I think I had 5 or 6 videos on this one, then the camera went dead on me. A few deer in here running around. And then I've got some of this camera, some of a couple other cameras, and then the driveway camera that I'm going to end up putting together, and I don't know which videos from what time period, and I got things all mixed together because this camera, the one the driveway and the one at the top of the fire pit, have all three been giving me problems here with either not the batteries dying real quick or me not turning on some of the cameras at times. So it's been a hodgepodge camera checks this year for me, and I haven't put much together. So from about May till September, got a raven or crow in there. I've got things all bunched together now in some videos, and hopefully I've got all the cameras with dead batteries, new batteries put in them to where from here on out this year I can try to keep videos put together in close to the time period. I don't know if that's the same crow or raven or a different one in there. Then bear come through. And deer in there eating. And this does seem to be a fairly regular spot that the deer like to take their rest and chew their cud at night, as you'll see as this video goes on. And I've seen it in past videos too where they bed fairly close here to this camera pretty much all night long at times. And we got a turkey run coming up through there. And we've got a groundhog there walking down that log. And then there's crow or raven in there. And another turkey coming through. And another doe walking up through. And feeding along the way, it looks like. And another deer in there at night. And some of the trees in this little patch of woods here I'm going to end up knocking down probably after hunting season this year or next spring. to where I can get some more sunlight to the new pear tree I planted this year. I don't think I'll be knocking anything down over this far, but I may end up taking some of the trees out of in there. Got a doe in there bedded down. And she camped out there for a little while. Then you got a little buck in here, wandering in here with her. And he feeds for a little bit here. Then he eventually beds down for a little while along with that doe. And all the more his horn, I think got there fairly early in the summertime there when this here occurred. And the doe laid back down. And they must have laid there pretty much a good part of the night anyhow. And it's time to get back up and move around a little bit. I get them legs stretched out and all. And the doe's still laying there. And another doe come into the picture. She must have been laying there somewhere close by out of sight of the camera. Whether that's a mama with two of last year's fawns, I don't know. But that's a possibility. And she's still laying there. And she may have got up there and moved around. I ain't sure, but whether she just jumped up or whether she might still be laying there and another one's in there. But they hung out there for quite a while, and now it's getting daylight in the morning, and she still looks like she's still laying there. And that's looking like where I've got videos from different time periods put together. There's still a deer laying there in the bottom left. You can pick up the eye shine every now and then whenever she turns her head the right way. Get up and lay back down. And up again. And I'm having trouble with my voice recorder and the video, the timing. So I'm going to give up trying to keep narrating this. Thanks for watching. Some of the audio is not going to make sense because things just ain't staying in time for me tonight.